Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome back to Pumps and Pouts. This is my first video of 2018. Today I have some very exciting things to go over with you guys. I got to try out, I actually went and got the, I ordered the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette, and then also like 3 pairs of lashes that I did not know they had actually. Until I went on the website and saw that they did. So last minute, I did find out that they have lashes. They're pretty awesome. I am wearing a pair, which you guys will see it just in a few moments. But this palette's really cool. I said I wanted to really start experimenting with color. So this palette is a really good start for me. It has 39 beautiful shades. I want to say a good bit of them are like good colors or like warm colors, cool colors. It has all your colors in there. And then it has like 7 really good transition shades in there also. So thought that was really good, cool, and we'll hopefully get to create lots of looks off with this thing. So if you guys want to see how I created this look here, this little blue shadow here, stay tuned and keep watching. So first I'm going to start off with some primer, and I'm going to start off with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. And I'm just going to take that and apply it all over my face. I definitely want to use a moisturizing primer because right now in the winter my skin's getting real dry. It's just crazy. My skin is like polar opposites per season. For summer, spring, it's very oily. For winter and fall, it's like super dry and it gets like really, my skin looks gritty and it looks gross. So I try to like moisturize and like not so much using products that will dry out my skin. So that's why I use that one. I'm going to use this Found Beauty Smooth Face Primer. And so this one says it blurs lines, blurs the look of fine lines and pores, which definitely need to blur a little bit of both. And the good thing I love about Found Beauty, you guys seen me work with them a good bit over the past few months. They're like a really good natural products. And so this is actually 90% natural is what I love about them. And you can find them at your local Walmart, which is also really cool. So now for my foundation, I am going to take the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply that all over my face. Take my beauty blender here and dab it on my face. So now let's move on to my brows, and we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer, and just for something quick this time. It is precisely 10:30 p.m. and I should probably be going to bed at some point because I still have to go to work tomorrow. So it's trying to get this done earlier, but in between cleaning out my office and like cooking and straightening up other things, kind of didn't get around to it until now. So I was like, but it needs to be done. And then on top of that, my hair looks a mess, so that's why it's in a bun. I would have like did it, but it needs washing, so this is all we could do. Take this and fill my brows in. So now that those are done, I'm going to clean them up some, and I'm actually going to use a new product that I was sent from my Octoly fam and YSL Beauty here. So this is their All Hours Concealer, and let's see, this is shade, let me see. Oh, this is 6. This is shade 6 in Mocha. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of this and apply it to my brows. Normally I honestly will do like more of a concealer in my skin tone. This is kind of light, so I'm really going to be really light putting this on because I don't want it to be super light underneath my brows. I like absolutely hate seeing that on girls when they're cleaning up their brows and the concealer is like bright white. Like, it looks really crazy to me. So I'm just going to do this very lightly just to clean up underneath. Sometimes it's not even that their concealer is too light. Sometimes they just don't blend it well enough, so it looks like a harsh contrast. Okay, so love this concealer. I love how thin it is. It like goes on very lightweight. It's not like super cakey like some foundations can feel like. So I do like that. I'm wondering though, once I get to my eyes, underneath my eyes, since it's so thin, how well the coverage is going to be. So we will test that out in a few minutes. So now that my brows are done, we can move on to doing my eye makeup. So of course we're going to prime the lids first, and we're going to use my go-to Urban Decay primer potion. Just going to apply that to my lids. Cool. So now for the main attraction, my eyes. I will be using this Morphe palette. This is the 39A Dare to Create palette. So I'm really excited about this one. It has a ton of really cool shades in there. So what I love about this palette, of the 39 shades it comes with, so it kind of comes with like some warm, some cool, some neutrals, some darks. Also, it comes with a good set of transition shades in the middle. So I thought that was pretty neat that they have those there for you in the way the palette was set up. So we're going to start off with those. I think this time I'm going to do a blue eye since I did green eyes last time. Even though I really didn't want to match with my background, but whatever. We'll just do what it do today. I'm going to take Bare and apply that underneath my brow bone. It's a little lighter than what I want it to be, so I'm actually going to go back in with Sunder and kind of soften that up some. That way it's not like pow pow. Now I'm going to take Fickle, and I'm going to go into my crease area. So now I'm going to go back in with Indigo and go back over the Fickle shade. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and kind of blend those shades together. Okay, so now that I've gotten those together, I said I wasn't going to use this again, but this is the only thing I think I have laying around at the moment, is this Maybelline 24-Hour Tattoo Cream Shadow in White. I used it for the New Year's Eve video, and I said I wasn't going to use it again because it was kind of a rough consistency putting on. It's actually not that bad right now, but putting this on in the center of my lid to make sure that the color that I'm going to add there is going to pop really well. I don't know what it is about blues and greens. Like on the palette, they show up so vibrant and pretty, and then when I feel like once they get on my skin tone, you can't really see them as well. Like it doesn't show up as bright and vibrant. So I don't know if I should have coated my whole lid in like a white color or what, in order for it to show the way that I wanted it to, or how I should have done it. So if you actually have any tips for me on how to make that color pop more for my skin tone, I would love to hear it. So now I'm going to apply Image into the center of my lid. Sweet. Now I'm going to go back in with just a little bit of indigo on the edge and then kind of like blend out and make sure that the color on my lid and around it are transitioning. So now I'm going to move on to the second main attraction. Morphe came out with some fabulous lashes, or fabulash, should I say. So yeah, they came out with like a bunch of lashes. I kind of didn't really know it until like last minute, to be honest, because I've like kind of been not really doing what I was supposed to be doing. So yeah, I saw that they came out with a bunch of lashes. They're super cheap. They're like 10 bucks. I got 3 of them. What did I get? I got Smoochy here. Chumi. That's Chumi. And I also got Eye Attraction. A few of them, the ones that I really wanted, honestly, were sold out. But these were really cute too. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to use. Maybe I'll go with Chumi. Should I go with Chumi today or Smoochy? Let's go with Chumi. They're longer than I think I expected. I feel like online they don't look as long as what they look like in real life. And I was like, ooh, real long. And I don't like my lashes that long. So we'll see how these work out for me. Okay, there goes nothing. So, hey, they're on. So happy. So you know what I think it is? It's those mink lashes. Since they're so hard, they're just like, they're hard to bend and put on correctly. So, thumbs up for the Morphe lashes. And these are Chumi that I have on. So they're pretty lightweight. They don't feel as long as they look, which is good. So now moving on, we're going to go back to the YSL Beauty concealer here that I used earlier on my brows, and we're going to use that for underneath my eyes. But actually, before we move on to that step, I want to color correct under my eyes. I don't know what it is, lack of sleep. Actually, I know what it is. Heidi has been karate kicking the wall all night since we got her, so we both haven't really gotten a whole lot of sleep. So my bags are like hanging real low. so now we're gonna apply the All Hours Concealer by YSL Beauty. So like I said earlier, it felt pretty lightweight, and it still feels pretty lightweight, which I do like. It can be a good thing and a bad thing. So we'll see how the coverage looks after I get it on me. I'm actually only going to take this down like my nose and stuff, and I'm not going to do like my normal contouring, because it's too cold and too dry in order to do it. So that's about as good as it's going to get. So now I'm going to take a beauty blender and blend that out. So like I thought earlier, because it is very lightweight, which is nothing wrong with that, because all it just means is at least it's buildable. So you can go back in and put on more layers as you would like to, which is kind of nice. I think I would rather it be that way. Rather than it being really heavy and then you can't go back in and like take off, but you can always add on. I am gonna go back in under and bake under my eyes, but very lightly, for simple fact that I don't want it to look too dried out and flaky under my eyes. So we're just gonna do a little bit. Translucent powder, and in shade 500 is the one that I use. Okay, now let's take off the powder and then we will continue with the rest. We're almost finished. I'm going to take my contour kit here and take I never know the names of these shades here. Earth, and then a little bit of orange. So I like to take a little bit of both and go back underneath here. And then I am going to take espresso. Again, hollowing out my cheekbones, forehead, and everywhere else. I'm gonna take Rob and go back in down here. Now for my blush. Use that same palette I use all the time. I promise you I'm gonna find another blush color. I really am. I just love this one so much. Fuchsia shade here on the palette. So that's the color I am going to use on my cheeks. Okay, so now that I have blush color on, I gotta put chapstick on. My lips are so dry. Hold on. Give me a couple seconds. Lips like screaming for moisture. It's the only thing I hate about this time this year, besides it being really cold. So my lips won't stay moist for anything. Much better. So now I am going to highlight, and I am going to use one of the Becca Light Chaser highlighters. This one is in Topaz. And it's kind of like this pretty green jade color or whatever. It's pretty. I'm going to take that. And just kind of swipe it on and see how it looks. Now I'm going to put on a setting spray. I'm going to be checking out this Found Dewy setting spray. I also, along with my primers, like to switch up for the winter months. Something that's not so much mattifying for winter, and something that's a little more hydrating and dewy. Okay. For my lips, I am going to do, I'm going to keep it in the cool family and do like this beautiful purple shade from NARS. This is like one of their new, what is it called? Lip pigments, Power Matte lip pigments. And so this one is in Wild Night, and it's a really beautiful purple shade. So I'm going to apply that on my lips. And I'm going to go back over it with this NYX Whipped Whip, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is Cocoa Bean. It's just like a little whipped lip color. Just to soften this purple outside, because it's a little darker than I thought it was, to be honest. Okay, so I am all done now. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this video, please hit like. If you loved it, please subscribe to my channel. You know, you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook at Pumps and Pouts. Make sure you check out my most recent videos. This is my Hollywood glam look here, and my latest is my New Year's Eve video that I did. If you guys did not check that out before the year ended. So until next time, I will see you guys later.